is Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here in my weekly makeup basket. Look, look, look. I left you last week, but it was a holiday weekend. We had things to do. But we're back. We are going to talk about the products we used for the last 2 weeks. We are going to pick products to use in my Makeup Basket Express. I'll explain that if you're new here. And then we're also going to shop my stash. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. The way the light was hitting my hair, I thought I had like powder or something in it, but it's just the light hitting it. Y'all, this is my natural hair color. 100% natural. All of the blonde from years past is officially out of it, and there's nothing else on it. And wow, it is just so healthy. I'm starting to get like my natural texture back, which is this. Just like a little wave that when I put leave-in conditioner or some type of product like that in, it helps it, and it just feels so good. Like, it looks so much more full, it's so much more healthier. And I, like, sometimes will be like, oh, I should like dye it or put highlights in, but then Heather, who does my hair, is like, girl, your hair is so healthy, please don't touch it. So I'm growing it out. I don't know the length, maybe just a little bit longer. There's no destination here, but I really like how it looks. Woo! Okay, so next week there will not be a weekly makeup basket because that is our anniversary weekend. Y'all, if you've been here since a long time, at least 2019, you know this will be our 3rd year wedding anniversary. Married 3 years. Like, what? Do you guys remember when I was like, oh, getting married and doing the video and all of that stuff? Every year we go and stay in the same cabin in the same town. Actually, if you watch Jessica Braun, because we live in the same city, and watching her vlogs drives me crazy because we go to all the same places and I have never seen her or met her. One day, we're putting it in the universe, one day I will meet her and I will act normal. But her, I think it might have been on Tyler's channel, they went to Nashville, Indiana, and that's where we go for our anniversary trip because it's only an hour away, but it feels like you're in a whole new place. So that's where we go. So if you're curious what the place is like, go watch that video. I'll try to remember to link it down below. And yeah, one day I'm gonna meet that girl, okay? And I won't act weird. Okay, we're off topic for just a second, but there is a TikToker who has almost 1 million views who goes to my gym. And when I realized he worked out at my gym, because he posted a video of him in my gym, and my gym is like very distinct in how it looks, I was like, so I went to his profile to see where he lives, and he lives in the same city as me. So then I emailed him, I'm like, oh my god, you work out at my gym! And he was like, yeah, I have for a really long time. So the first time I saw him after that in person, I fangirl. I couldn't even act right, so I didn't talk to him. Second time, I was a little bit more calm, but like I was still like, ah. But the third time, it's like the universe made it happen because I walked by him and we both made eye contact. So then we had to have the awkward like, hi, how are you? You're on TikTok. It was like 2-second conversation that I was probably the most awkward person in the world. I don't even remember all of it because I was just in shock to be talking to him. And I haven't seen him since. I know he's moving soon, but I was just like, whatever. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. Anyways, we're moving on. Okay, so our last makeup basket was, I had those products sent to me by Merit, which inspired me to pull like a more minimum makeup style, which is what I have on my face today. If you guys want more current content, 2 places to check me out. TikTok, it's still mostly beauty, lifestyle, shopping, kind of like this video, but shorter versions of that, like 3-minute videos. And then if you want like my daily life, then check out my Make Life Fit, which is like my fitness account, but it's also more like my personal account. So you can check that. I'm in those stories all day, every day. Like to the point that when I'm not, my friends are like, are you okay? I haven't seen your stories today. But anyways, this is the natural look that I've basically been doing for the last couple weeks, and I just love it. I think it's so simple. It's glowy. It's pretty. Actually, I forgot. I had to use a Q-tip to get my mascara off my lid, and I rubbed off my eyeshadow. So let me fix that. And then I'll show you what I've been doing. Oh yeah, there we go. We're back in it. We're back in it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let me break it down for you. So today I used a new foundation, new to me for the first time, which is Yinsa. I've heard so many good things about this. Angela sent it to me, but I've seen other YouTubers really like it. Light neutral's the color, and it kind of has like that gray tone that It Cosmetics has for their CC+, but I think it's really pretty on my skin. That glow is not from this. It's kind of a natural finish, but it's pretty thin, but still covered everything. I'm gonna put it back, but I think that I will enjoy using this. Yeah, if you watched last week's videos, I did a declutter where we got rid of some old makeup, which has inspired me. I think I'm gonna go through and do that again. But I have my foundations down to a normal amount for me, so I'm just going to use them one at a time. So when I get done with one, I'll just move on to this, but we'll put it back for now. To set everything today, I used the Too Faced Ethereal. There was a comment in my video last week that this might be discontinued. I haven't researched that. I'll have to look that up. But this is so good if you have it, and I don't have very much left in it. Okay, maybe it's like halfway because I just love it and cherish it, but it's getting on the older side, so I need to keep using it. But obviously it's beautiful. We will put that back. I use both of these, and there was some looks where I used one, there are other looks where I just used the other, and then today I used them both. So this is the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4 by Hourglass. This is an older one, I believe 2018, and you can see I love it, but I use this bronzer today. I use Dim as a finishing powder, and then I use this one, which is Diffuse, as a like under eye finishing powder. So that's on my face. And then I went into the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look of Love in a palette. Pretty Blushed Beauty. That's a long title. Okay, I use also the bronzer. I kind of built them on top of each other. I use this highlight in here, so that is the highlight that you see here. And then I use this cheek blush, which I think is just pretty. It's pretty pigmented as well. I didn't need very much of it. I have used these eyeshadows in the past, but I didn't use them today. But what I like doing whenever I'm just focusing on complexion, having an even skin toned with a little bit of bronze, highlight, and blush, just keeping it very simple and glowy. I like to keep my eyes also very simple. It's just quick, it looks cute, it wears well all day. But what I've been doing, it doesn't matter the palette, this is the Urban Decay, is just taking whatever shimmer shade. So today I mixed these two, that's what's on my lids today. I have, oh, let me grab my Makeup Basket Express down there. Has the Violet Voss Violet Sunset. So in this one, I've been using just Peach on my lid by itself. And it just kind of opens my eyes, but keeps my makeup very natural. So that's what I've been doing for eyes. And that's about it for concealer. I have some products in here that I'm trying to finish up. So like concealer was the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Peach. And then for primer, which I think this should be done after this week, the Milani Bright Side Primer. So that's that on that. Oh, and lips are just, I'm really into lip oils right now. So I've been using this K-A-B lip oil for a while. This one is in Juicy Melon. But I have like other ones, like I got that one from Merit that I really like, and I had one from FabFitFun, like not this month, but the one prior, the season prior. Really like them. They're simple, they finish a look, but it's not a lot on the lips. So that's everything I have been using. You guys say you like seeing the makeup like applied and talked about and that kind of thing. So I want to make sure that I did that for you guys. But we need to put these products back in my collection. We need to, a couple things we need to switch out from both my regular Makeup Basket and my Makeup Basket Express. And just let me explain that for a second. This makeup in here, I switch out almost every week. Sometimes it's 2 weeks, but this is when I have time to just come relax, watch YouTube, do my makeup. It's a whole vibe. That's what I did today. But days that I got to go, I got to get getting. Then I have this Makeup Basket Express that lives in my bathroom, and that's where I get a true 5-minute makeup look. And so I switch those products out kind of as needed, just as I finish stuff up. So I finished a couple things. Some things are expired, and there's like a disaster that I need to show you in there. So we need to work through that. So let's just move on over. Just in case you are new here, let me give you a little overview of my makeup collection. So I keep it on a normal shelf. This one is from Ashley's Furniture like 10 years ago. But on top, lips, Project Pan, which I did a Project Pan update here recently. And then you go down. I also have lots of videos organizing this, cleaning this, all of that, so you can check those out. There's actually a playlist of makeup organization. I do those videos pretty often. All of the organizers are from Amazon, and they're always linked down below. So the first shelf is blush and highlight and bronzers. The second, oh, and there's dog food over there because my kitchen is right there. This is a little room off of my kitchen. Palettes, face and eye. And then the bottom is basically everything else. Primer, powder, concealer, liquid products, foundations, small eyeshadow, all of that. Okay, here's my current Makeup Basket Express, and it's a little bit of a mess. Okay, let's just item by item. Take it slowly. I am going to keep in this Violet Voss palette. This is Violet Sunset. I just think it's so pretty. It's so spring. You can keep it pretty neutral. You can get really pretty spring looks. I have brown eyes, which purple eyeshadows tends to look really pretty on. So we'll keep this palette in for a little bit longer. And then I do have a couple of other little eye things in here, like the older L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush. And then this is, okay, I have a paper towel. We'll start wiping this stuff down. But this is a melt stack that has a few different stacks in it from Dark Matter. Well, actually a few, they're not all Dark Matter, but they're just neutral, so I can get a very easy eye look with these. And I actually get a lot of compliments when I do this simple look. People are like, oh, it's so pretty and neutral. What is it? I'm like, oh, just a random stack from a random brand that you can't buy anymore. I think Melt Makeup is a random brand if you're not into makeup. If you're into makeup, you know, we get it. Okay, so brushes, I probably need to give them a wash, but I really like my assortment of brushes in here. I use this Real Techniques contour brush for bronzer. I use this Real Techniques other contour brush for setting my under eyes. I use this Wet n Wild contour brush, oh wow, that's funny, for blush. I have this Berkey. It's from Amazon for foundation, but I haven't used it in a while. I'll go back and forth on using a sponge or a brush for foundation. And then I have this random brush that I use for highlighter in my inner corner. Another Real Techniques, this is the base shadow brush that I use for eyeshadow. And then this random Moda brush that I use to set all of my face with powder. So those need to be washed, but otherwise I think that's a really good assortment for me. I went back to my videos and I looked to see how old my mascaras are. Let me grab the one out of the makeup basket in here. These are 4 months old, a little bit longer than that actually, from beginning of February. And I try to stick 3 to 4 months with mascara because they go directly to the eyes. So I am going to go ahead and declutter these. I have the Fenty Beauty and then the L'Oreal Double Extend. This used to be my holy grail, and I used to wear it all the time, maybe like in 2014 era. But repurchasing it again here recently, I don't love it as much as I used to. So I don't know if maybe my preferences have changed or mascaras have come that far since then. But we're going to declutter these. This, we're also gonna, I finished it. The Clinique, this was just a sample eyeliner that came from Ulta. But as you can see, it is completely, ooh, can you see? There you go. Completely finished up. So we will move that to the declutter bin. Okay, cool. that's that. Oh, and I have another mascara in here that I need to declutter, which is a sample of the Bad Girl Bang. Again, 3 to 4 months old, so she needs to go. Love that. I finished in here my eyebrow pencil, so we need to pull an eyebrow pencil. I have an eyebrow gel, which is the Wow Brow by e.l.f. Mine is in taupe. I really like this one, so we'll keep that. Okay, I have a sponge from L'Oreal. Really like it. Gonna keep that. Just gonna put it to the side. Okay, this is the foundation that I'm currently using, my beloved L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. There's honestly not much left in here, but using this again recently after a while of not using it, I still love it, adore it, and I'm sure this will run out in the next month or so, but we're going to keep using it until it does. I have been enjoying this primer in here, which is the Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation, primer, and I'm looking at my primers over here to see if I want to add something else, but I think I'm happy using these, and the combo together is such a glowy and pretty look. Also a pretty affordable look, so we will keep those in here. I've been loving, speaking of another Wet n Wild, I threw this in here recently, and I love it. This is the Highlight Bling. I've talked about this recently, but it's so good. The highlighter's good, the blush is good, especially when I'm doing like a minimum makeup look. To put these products on with a bronzer that I'm about to show you, and then tap on that light color I showed you before from this palette. Such a really pretty look. So we'll keep that. I was using a loose powder in here, but I finished it up. So I grabbed in this L'Oreal True Match to use in here. I'm going to keep this in here, but I think I do want to add in another loose powder just to have 2 options depending on what my time is and all of that when I'm getting ready. Wow, this is like all drugstore except for that Violet Voss and Melt Stack. I love that for us. Okay, so this is Neutrogena. This is the Healthy Blend Bronzer in 30 Sun Kiss. Such a pretty bronzer. I really like using it, and I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and keep it in here. You know what, now that I say that, and I just kind of talked about how this is drugstore woo-woo, I want to actually go into my bronzers, and let's pull this one in. Oh, I just noticed there's a blush in here, but let's grab this Too Faced Sweet Tea. I haven't used this in a while, and I think it would be nice to get kind of an extended amount of use out of it. So we will actually switch these out. Cool, cool. And then I have an Ofra blush, but one palette that should be here in here that I pulled out for my video and then never added back is this. I haven't used this in a couple weeks because it's been sitting in here since I did my makeup basket. No, my Project Pan update. California in a Box. I talked about this a lot in Project Pan, so I won't really touch about it here. But this does have some blush, bronzer, and highlight options that I like to use, so I am going to keep that in there. But I also like using this Ofra Blush and Candy Apple. It's so pretty and easy to tap on the cheeks, so we'll keep that in there as well. Still working through this Born This Way concealer. It's probably getting to a point where I should just get rid of it, but we're going to keep working through it a little bit more. I can't get the stopper out. It's like this massive stopper, but I am definitely like scraping the sides when I go to apply it, but still a good bit of products coming out. I really enjoy using this, so we'll keep it in here for now. Brow Wow. I actually haven't used this in a while, but I'm going to keep it. I do enjoy it. I've just been using a pencil here recently. I do keep in this Melted Matte by Too Faced. This is in Cinnamon Bun, but I'm going to take this out and pull something else to use for lip products in here, so I'll put that back. And then you see this mess down here. Oh, if you've been here a while, you know that this has been one of my favorite products for so long. It's the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot and Banana Bright. I've really enjoyed using it as like a finishing under eye powder, but it crumbled and then it just like, this is our messy situation. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this, clean this out, and yeah, and then we'll pick whatever products are left to use in here. That's so sad, but I did enjoy it for years and years, and it was a pretty cheap product. So I do like keeping in this Fruit Butter Lip Mask. This came in a FabFitFun a while back, so we'll keep that. Keep the e.l.f. This Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Golden Pink. I always forget to use it, but we'll still keep it in. And then we have the It Cosmetics setting spray in Your Skin But Better. Honestly, not a lot in here, but we'll keep writing it out. Okay, so we need to pull a blush and bronzer and highlighter out to use for the next week or so. So what I'm going to do is... what do we want? Okay, nothing in there is really calling my name. Here's the bronzer bin. I think I want to pull out... Ooh, I haven't used this in a while. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Rosewood. This is such a pretty warm bronzer. It's nice for spring and summer. I mean, it's really nice for all year round. It blends out so well. Definitely one of my favorites. So we'll pull this to use for the week-ish. You know, you might use it a little bit longer. I do have more blushes in here. And let's see. Oh, okay. I want to use a MAC blush, and I know which highlighter I want as well. This is the MAC Melba. This is a classic on YouTube. It was on sale from Ulta, like not this last 21 Days of Beauty, but I think the one prior, and I picked it up then. So we'll pick that. But I watched Taylor Wynn's latest makeup artist does my makeup. It was the Chicago edition. And the makeup artist used Double Gleam by MAC. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have that. I should use that. So this is Double Gleam Extra Dimension by MAC. I actually paid full price for this because I wanted it so bad a few summers back. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty one to use. All right, so we're a little expensive so far, but that's okay. All right, so for eyeshadows, I've really been into using like kind of spring type shadows, but we've gone through these pretty well. So I'm thinking about one of these bigger ones, and the one that comes to mind is actually this Jaclyn Hill. This is the first Jaclyn Hill in Morphe palette, not their original release. Yeah, let's use this. There are some pinks, lots of neutrals. I can still do like my light eyeshadow look if I want it. I can definitely go deeper or do more like summer bright pops. So let's grab this out to use for the week. This is nice. I don't use it like a ton, but I have pulled it here and there over the years, and I think it's a nice palette, especially if you're one that doesn't have a lot of eyeshadow palettes or doesn't want a lot of eyeshadow palettes. This is really nice to have on hand. And just saying that made me think of this palette, which I have not pulled in so long. I don't think I'm going to pull them both, but this is the Lorac Mega Pro 3. Not as spring, but so pretty. So many options. I might pull this in the near future, but not this week. I think two big eyeshadow palettes will be really overwhelming to me if I pulled both of them. But I think that we're good on eyeshadows. All right, so here are pressed powders and here are loose powders. We are doing pretty well on loose powders. Well, there's two that aren't in here, but powders, I will say, I go through relatively quickly. Like if you look at what I've gone through in a year, it's kind of impressive. Let me move you over a little bit more. There we go. But this is one that I got off of Amazon, I think last summer. I think Jared got it for me. This is L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Loose Setting Powder. This one is in translucent 916. And I think the smell is the reason I don't use it very much. So I'm going to pull it and use it. Actually, I'll just go ahead and put it in my Makeup Basket Express. So I'm really dedicating some time to it. And if I can't get over the smell, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it like I got rid of that CoverGirl one. I just think, especially someone like me who has a larger makeup collection, I just need to be honest with what I'm actually going to use and what's just going to sit there and collect dust. So I will pull this in Makeup Basket Express, use it for a few weeks to a month or so, and then see how I feel about it. So we'll grab that out, and if I don't like it, I'll just pass it along. And then for in here, I think... So for foundation that I'm going to use in here, it's my, grab it, this guy, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is the foundation that I'm going to use in here until I basically use it up. It's probably about 3/4 full. So this is a little bit of a glowy, healthy, luminous type foundation. So I want something that's going to keep that and not make it look dull. But I also want something that's going to set it. So let's pull a couple options. Let's do the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And then Project Pan item is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiant Powder. So both of these I think will be a nice way to set this foundation with keeping it pretty glowy. So we'll use those. And then I feel good about that. I definitely have a lot of pressed powders here. I got on a kick last year because I used a lot of them up. That I was like, oh, let me just repurchase everything I used up. Okay, not the same products, but the amount. And yeah, we'll probably be rocking through those for a long time. So that's good on powder. All right, so we don't need a primer. We need mascaras, and we're good on setting sprays for now. So a couple of mascaras that I will pull out. I have 4. I'm trying to think. I have a work makeup bag, and I'm wondering how old the mascara is in there as well. Let's see. I could probably go back to when I filmed that video, but I think it's been almost 3 months for that. So let's pull 3. The first one, we're going to pull this for my work makeup bag. And this is another one of the Benefit Bad Girl Bang. This is like a deluxe sample size. So I'm going to take this one to work to use and get rid of the other one because it's 3 months old. So we love that. I want to use this Maybelline The Mega Plush Mascara. I don't think I've ever used this one, but it's in Very Black from Maybelline. So I'll use this in my Makeup Basket Express. And then I have 2. Pure mascaras are very hit or miss for me. Sometimes I really like them, and sometimes I just think they're kind of meh. But let's go ahead and use this one. This is the Pure Fully Charged mascara powered by magnetic technology. I don't even know what that means, but we'll use this for the next few months. And then I'll only have this one left, which putting my my lashes in there seems kind of terrifying. Probably would not do that. But maybe the actual mascara is good. But after the next 3-4 months, I'll have to definitely buy some new mascaras. So we're good there. It makes me so happy to see like we're making progress on these liquid products. Powder products, I'm honestly okay with just using until they smell off. But it feels so good to actually use that product or move it out if it's old. I guess we don't have to pull any concealers here. Don't need, oh, you know what? This is Get Gleaming Body Glow Illuminator by Elios. I've been watching Sarah Ray Vargas vlogs, and she has the Fenty Beauty version of this, and she mixes it very consistently in her body lotion for a beautiful glow, and I want to do that, especially it's summer. You know, it's a vibe. I couldn't do it for work because I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor, and I basically just sweat all day, and I think sweating glitter would be like worst case scenario. But for just daily life outside of work, I think it'll be fun. So let's pull this out and we will ignore that stuff for now. Okay, these, look, one foundation is what, can you even see it? No, you can't. One foundation is all that's left in my, wait, hold on, we gotta add this other one too. Ugh, the one we used today. 2 foundations are the only things I own that are not being used. How magical is that? We're doing things over here. Okay, we're doing things. I just feel so proud of that. Okay, I think that's everything. Since we had pulled such a big palette, I don't think I need to pull any of these smaller eyeshadow. Oh wait, we need an eyeliner and an eyebrow. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, we need an eyebrow pencil for Makeup Basket Express. So that's eyeliner. This is Wet n Wild eyeliner. I think this is eyeliner. Liquid eyeliner. Okay, this is brow. This is the $1 Billion Brows, so that's an option. Eyeliner. Ardell Brow Liberty. We can use that as an option. Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. Lip and eyeliner. So these are 3 options to use for eyeliners. Let's see, taupe. What is this Ardell one? Taupe. Oh my gosh. And then what is this one? Taupe is typically, okay, they're all taupe. Typically a good color for me. I've used this Wet n Wild one a little bit. How much do we have? Oh, okay. So I haven't used it that much, obviously. But I'm kind of like, these thinner ones are kind of calling my name as well. I know I haven't used this one. And I think I've used this one, yeah, a couple of times. I'm kind of leaning towards this. Quite a bit of product in there as well. Okay, let me grab this to use, which is the Ardell Brow Liberty Brow Gel or Brow Pencil. Yeah, okay, let's use that. And then, that's exciting. I'm down to 2. I've obviously had more than that in the past, but love that for us. We don't need lip pencils, although I've been seeing people do like lip pencils with like lip oil. The Dior one to be exact, but I don't have the Dior one. And let's do that too. Let's pull Nude lip liner by Milani. Love that for us. Oh, we need a lipstick for the Makeup Basket Express. Or a lip gloss. Let's pull this from Milani. This is the Ludacris in Teen Spirit. This is probably on the older side, so we'll see if it's still good. Alright, cool. I don't need a nude eyeliner or like a glittery one. I think these are all my black ones, so I have a Wet n Wild one. What do you do when these get dull? Like, that's just not ideal. Is there a sharpener on this end? I don't think so. Okay, we have a Mary Kay. I kind of want to use this Tartiste one. Okay, yeah, this has... Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, look how dark that is. Shoot. Okay, let's use that because it has both options. I have an Ico one, a St. Luke's one. I don't know. And then a Fat Liquid one. So let's just stick with this one for Makeup Basket Express, and I think we're officially done. All right, not a lot of palettes this week, so it looks a little bit more bare than it usually is. We are pretty simple. So project pan, project pan, project pan. I like using this eyeshadow for my inner eye. So that stays there. We pulled the lip liner. We pulled the mascara. We are working through this L'Oreal brow pencil. Not Project Pan, but I've been working through. It was Project Pan last year that I'm still trying to finish up. There's honestly not much left in it. This is the Merit Brow Gel that I talked about in my last weekly makeup basket. So we are using this and enjoying it. And then this Lancome eyeliner is so old, but I still love it. And because it gets sharpened every use, I think it's still good. So yeah, that's everything that is in here. And my brushes are right here. Here's the Jaclyn Hill palette. And then over here are like the foundations, the setting sprays. Actually, this all-nighter from Urban Decay should be in here. This, I don't know, it needs a home. These are like, I just need to combine them. This one's almost empty and this one is newish, and some lip products. So that's everything we'll be using for the next 2 weeks or so. I have this huge mess of makeup that I'm going to do a TikTok of makeup mess, putting it away. But anyways, thank you all so much for being here. If you're new, please subscribe. I hope you all have a great weekend or whenever you watch this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!